Okay, say something.
His shit ain't connected. Admin rights, probably.
No. Taylor, do you know how to run through that? I'm fucking terrible with mods.
Alright, hang on, wait a second, let me undo myself.
Hey, Elkin.
Alright, Bug, can you hear me now?
Wasn't this a
Yeah, I can hear you. What I was going to do is just
the wrong
completely
uninstall
TeamSpeak
but
install that link.
We're not out of luck yet.
Shit,
It's
crap.
Channel switched. Member joined.
Okay.
Hang on. There's a new TeamSpeak that has just shown up on my desktop, so I'm going to try this real quick.
Yeah, you're on, you're still on 3.2.
Yeah. I don't know what this is doing right here. Is it doing something? This is the installer. I'm looking through. Is there a way I can tell like what one is installing for me?
Yeah, run the correct installer. If you're running the 3.1 installer, it'll install 3.1. Just make sure that you close TeamSpeak to do that because it's going to be overwriting TeamSpeak. And it can't do that if you have TeamSpeak open.
I guess I'll be right back then.
Alright.
Do you have enough medical supplies in our bird, or do you want me to bring it over?
Oy.
Okay. It's looking good. Still have 3 minutes. Everybody's like in the server.
Yeah.
Minus Alan. Or is he? Who's that? That's Bang. We even have 2 corpsmen I saw in the channel.
Actually, I have 3.
Yeah, one's a flight corpsman.
Wait, we're using PMAX now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's goofy.
Well, I mean, like I said, technically second Mardiv has to deploy with PMAX.
Well, I like PMAX.
I guess the box 8
We're not
was...
not second Mardu.
That could be... No, I don't know.
Bug, is it working yet?
Let me... Got a version showing up. He's still on 3.2.
Yeah,
that link
He's not lying. We literally do have to go across the entire map, so I gotta book it.
So I'm on the crew intercom. Can you make sure you're on the crew intercom?
I don't think I can actually. Intercom, PAX, connect. I can connect to the passenger intercom.
3.1.10?
I just disconnected from the passenger intercom.
Taylor?
That's weird.
That is weird. Alright.
Channel switched. Member joined.
Okay.
Alright. Is it 3.1.10?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this one then. Because the one that he sent me is not correct. It's a 3.2 link.
That's a link to 3.1.10.
What? That's dumb. Okay.
That's why it says TeamSpeak 3 client Win64 3.1.10.
Member joined.
I tried a different one. Let's try this.
The link I provided should be one.
It's the same one I already have, and I uninstalled mine and reinstalled it, and I'm checking to see if it's working right now.
Okay, you need to be disconnected from TeamSpeak for it to work.
Well, I disconnected and then reconnected.
Okay.
Installed it.
No. Yeah, if you have TeamSpeak open at all when you go to install that, it's gonna fail.
No, I closed it, and then I closed it, uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and then joined.
Okay. Taylor, you're gonna help him out?
Yes.
Because, okay, thank you. Because I fucking don't know anything.
If you're not sure of what download you have, that is the... Oh, shit. Let me try that again. That is the folder of releases, or the ones for 3.1.10, and if you're on a 64-bit machine, which you probably are, it'll be that bottom one, which is the same link that Alan provided.
Is there a way you can tell now?
You are
'Cause if
still
this
on
isn't-
3.2.1.
What the?
Do you have TeamViewer?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, let me that back.
Yeah. Radio check.
Archer 2-3 on the air, signing in single point of contact at 80. Radio check over.
You probably heard that, no?
Last calling station, Scuffler 1-1. Say again your last.
It's Archer 2-3 on the air for the ground point of contact. Radio check over.
Last calling station, Scuffler 1-1 on 80.
I was in the middle of a radio check and I just got completely dumbfounded by your...
Gunfighter, this is Archer 2-3 on the air. Tad 80 as the ground point of contact. Radio check over.
Like a news broadcaster. Oh shit, there we go, more contact.
Alpha, how you guys doing down that end?
Just checking on that. Be advised, we're taking shots from the northeast.
Alright.
Last calling station is Gunfighter 1-1 on 80. Say again your last, over. We would at the
Gunfighter 1-1, this is Archer 2-3 on the air. Tad 80 as the ground point of contact. Radio check over.
This is Gunfighter 1-1, I'll read you 5-580, Hummy over.
Roger, have you Lima Charlie. Thank you. Out.
Hey, SUI group indicators, which fucking mod is that?
That's the shit that should be taken out of Shack Tech and has not been taken out of Shack Tech.
So I can hear you, but not him.
What do you have tuned to 80?
Fucking 117.
You have a 117 tuned to 80. Okay. Yep. So I have a 117 tuned to 80. He can't hear me on 80. Hey, Buck, you need to,
disregard.
Taylor, does he need to fucking delete those?
I'll fucking...
Gunfighter 1-1, radio check 80.
getting his sorted self back in here.
Okay. All right. We might as well start with the specific or the information overload, as you want to call it. Sure. Sure. Whenever you're ready. Good to go. We're just waiting on one guy, and we can fill him in on the little details later.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone. My name is First Lieutenant Scherf. This is HM3 FMFR Bruce. We're going to show you how to operate safely around a UH-1. Now, these concepts can be applied to pretty much every transport helicopter across the 15th MEU. We only have 2 variants right now, though, but there are certain specifics you might want to go over with a Warhorse pilot or the Warhorse Detco himself, but we'll brief you on a UH-1 because this is the one that probably the most of you are familiar with. You guys are probably used to seeing troopers hop on Blackhawks. It's kind of the same concept. Just a quick background on the UH-1. Our role is a C2 bird. C2 stands for Command and Control. We have secondary duties that include ISR, which stands for Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance. CAS, which stands for Close Air Support. LZ Operations, and Lift Operations. We can do pretty much everything, but we're not really as good as some other people in some of these fields. We're armed with fin-folding aerial rockets, sometimes referred to as FFARs. You'll sometimes hear the buzzword Hydra, which stands for hydrazine, which is a chemical found in these FFARs. It's toxic to humans, which is why they're so deadly. We can carry 14 or 38 of these. We have 38 pods loaded today, and they come in 2 varieties, the M151 and the M229er. The M151 has a smaller warhead than the M229er, but it also flies better, and that's a variant that we have loaded today. What you guys are probably interested in is that we carry ×2 M134 Gao miniguns, which fire 7.62 caliber cartridges at insane RPMs. You guys will get a chance to fire these today at some point, I hope. We can fit 9 people comfortably, including the gunners, 10 if somebody wants to take the co-pilot seat. We don't react well to bullets, in the words of Sean Connery. Now, we can tank some small arms, but once those small arms start stacking, then we're in trouble. Now let's go over the specifics of operating in and around a UH-1 as far as our standard operating procedures go. Now that we've got 2 types of loading and disembarking, and that's hot and cold. Does anyone want to take a guess about the difference between hot and cold? No one?
You're up. Take a guess, Alan.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's pretty straightforward. A cold loading and a cold disembarking means you're not taking any fire. A hot loading or a hot disembarking means you are taking fire. Now, we will do some hot LZs as UH-1s. Now, there's a difference between hot and too hot. Hot means there's just fire at the LZ, and this could be just like 2 guys with small arms or a single truck with a dishcom on the top. However, too hot could involve stuff like man pads or shilkas or what have you. Now, there's differences between cold loading and hot loading. Essentially, with cold loading, which means you're not taking any fire at the LZ, is that prior to our arrival, you basically watch us come in, and once we've landed safely, your team leader, or whoever's leading your section, ask permission to board the aircraft. They can do this in 1 of 2 ways. They can run up and scream into the aircraft, hey, do we have permission to board? And the pilots may or may not hear them. Or they can walk up and use the infantry phone, which you use by ace interacting on the bird, and you will be able to talk with the crew. Once you have permission to board, you load up, and we take off. Hot loading is something different. If you are taking fire at a hostile area, and you are expecting a helicopter to come and pick you up, you do not need permission to board. So whenever we get down on the deck, there's no use in sitting there screaming at us, do we have permission to board? Were you expecting us? Yes. So get in. Now some notes now about cold LZ disembarking. This is pretty straightforward. As the aircraft commander, I tell you when it's time to exit. So you might see us the reason is you might see us trying to come in and land. You might see us in a state where we could be landing. But only the aircraft commander knows when he intends to land and when he intends to tell you guys to get out. Because me setting up for a landing and me getting really close to the deck in preparation in what might seem to be a landing state to you guys could be me just skidding along the deck looking for the perfect spot to put down my skids.
Here, come to the class stuff first, worry about loadout stuff later.
I say clear to exit or go, go, go for you to get out. Now hot disembarking is the same thing, only with one other stipulation. In a hot LZ, when we're taking fire and I put skids on the deck and I say go, 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 you have 5 seconds and all of 5 seconds to get the hell out of my helicopter before I take off. If you are still getting out when I'm taking off, or you have not disembarked by the time those 5 seconds are up, tough titty. We will come around again and attempt the landing again. But you have all of 5 seconds to GTFO. Now, some notes on where to exit our helicopter. If everyone would come over to the helicopter, please. Now we're going to use the standard mechanical clock nomenclature for this. So towards the nose is 12 o'clock, towards the tail is 6 o'clock, towards the right-hand side is 3 o'clock, towards the left-hand side is 9 o'clock. You should always exit the aircraft and approach the aircraft from the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock positions. I'll even be so bold as you can approach from the 4 and 2 o'clock positions, and on the opposite side from the 10 and 8 o'clock positions. Just don't approach from the tail or the nose. Now, real quick, why should you never approach the aircraft from the tail?
Dead.
There's that giant spinny thing called our tail rotor. It'll turn you into red jello real quick. So don't come near that, please. Exactly. Now, towards the nose, you shouldn't approach the aircraft from the nose. Why? Well, UH-1s tend to fly a little bit lower than your average helicopter, and I don't want to run you over and get a roadkill trying to leave an LZ. So don't approach from the nose, please. What you should also take into consideration is where the minigun is pointed. Now, if there's nobody on the minigun, you really don't have to be concerned about where it's pointed, but if Bruce is on the minigun, and he's wheeling it around to direct it at you, you should probably get out of his line of sight because he probably sees something and he's wanting to engage it. So, note on the miniguns. If you guys have a chance to occupy a minigun, we fully allow you to hop in and get a minigun slot. You don't have to ask permission, just fucking take it. Especially if there's no more room in the other slots in the aircraft. But what you should know about the minigun slots is that I, as the aircraft commander, have final say on all ordnance on this bird at all times. I control how it's employed and the safety of those people in it. Your standard ROE, the whole do not fire unless fired upon, does not apply, period, to whenever you're in my helicopter. Now, why is this? Well, let's go over a case study real quick. We were coming into Takistan. We were trying to land at a compound. It was the black of night. You could not see your own hand in front of your own face. Night vision was damn near useless to us as the pilots. Yeah, well, the enemy heard that we were coming, so they started firing up into the sky, wildly trying to land a lucky shot on us. Well, they can't see us, so the odds of them hitting us are next to nothing. Well, one of us in our formation had a door gunner who got a little bit too trigger happy. He saw bullets coming in. He might have heard one whiz past him. He thought, oh shit, I'm taking fire. I'm going to fire back, and he let hammer down on the minigun. Now, what do you think the enemy saw? The enemy saw a point in the sky from which a stream of red tracer was coming from. That basically gives them a more specific target area to focus their fire. So, do me a favor. Do not use these miniguns unless I expressly tell you to. And how I expressly tell you to is that once we receive an order, or once I decide to employ them, I will say, hey, listen, here's where we're going. We're going to use the miniguns. Here's what you're going to shoot at. And you're going to say, okay, yeah, I understand. This is where we're going. This is what we're going to do at that location. Once we get there, I will tell you, weapons free, you're clear to engage. Now, there's a difference between the two. Weapons free means you're clear to fire when you're ready. Clear to engage means you can engage at your discretion. Now, I might give you a specific target. Fire at the second floor building. Fire at the white second floor building to our 11 o'clock. Open fire. Now, that might be different. You might see a squad of infantry outside of you. Like, oh, why am I firing on the second floor? Well, there might be a reason for that. GC might have asked us to suppress a sniper in the second floor. So, just because I've given you open fire order doesn't necessarily mean you're clear to engage. If you're clear to engage, shoot anything you want. And then once I tell you to cease fire, do me a favor, cease fire, please, and thank you. Well, now that info dump is done, how steamy was it? Pretty steamy, huh? Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's do a practical example. So we're going to do a practical example. We're going to do a cold embarking, or we're going to do a hot disembarking. So for a cold disembarking, again, you're going to line up and you're going to wait for the aircraft to arrive. We're going to simulate this, of course. I'm not going to take off and fly around. But once we get down on the deck, your team leader will approach the aircraft and ask for permission to board, either by shouting at us through the glass or walking up and taking the infantry phone. Taylor and Malum, are you familiar with the infantry phone on vehicles?
Yarp.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, good. You will walk up, ask for permission to board. Once permission to board, you guys hop in. I don't care how you hop in. Then we're going to simulate a hot LZ. We'll come in, simulate coming in. I'll tell you to go, 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 and I'll count to 5. You guys need to be out of my aircraft in 5 seconds. And then once that's done, we'll demonstrate a hot loading and a cold disembarking. That's pretty straightforward. Sound good to you guys?
Yarp.
All right.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to hop in.
You guys line up. That's Taylor. You can do your thing, man.
Huh?
Do your thing.
My thing.
We are on the deck.
Alright. Hey, pilot, this is Archer 2-3. We cleared aboard.
Yeah, you're cleared aboard.
Alright, thanks, guy. Alright, hop on. And it didn't like my infantry phone for some reason. Weird.
That's fine.
There's
the
no...
other side.
Other side. Other way, other way, other way.
There you go.
Around the nose.
Yep,
There we
tail
go.
rotor.
Good shit, boys and girls.
Good.
And man, ladies.
Okay.
All aboard.
All in, all aboard. Okay, a quick note on all in and all out. Please, if you're the last man in or out of my bird, please announce that you are all in or all out. Otherwise, I'm going to look to Bruce to say, hey, are they all gone or not? And that's wasting precious seconds. Or if I don't have Bruce and I'm really up shit creek, I'm just going to have to look back myself and kind of guess. So telling me all in or all out is just another courtesy. But we're flying through the air, we're coming to a hot LZ, and we're skids down. Get out, get out, get out.
Go, go,
Man
go,
out!
Go, 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 go.
360 security. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. You're afflicting anyone left in our bird. Yep. Good shit. Alright, we've successfully exfilled. Now we're coming into a... Oh, hang on.
I think the hot loading's pretty straightforward.
You doing hot loading next?
You want to start that?
Yeah, I think we just
Sure.
Desync. That's not good.
actual combat part of it.
Sure. I think I agree.
Because, I mean, everybody here wants to have some fun. Alright, guys, circle up.
What?
Circle up, we're skipping the fucking
Watch the
rest.
tail rotor.
Okay. So, for those of you who haven't played on a fucking live server, me and Taylor don't have any fucking control about what goes on here. So, it could be a shit show, it could not be. Watch your sectors, we don't know what we're going to run into, okay? Everybody's going to take a turn walking point today. Sound good?
Sounds amazing.
Great. Alright. We good to go, sure?
I think so. We're putting you down at LZ Mike, right?
Yep, LZ Mike works.
Alright, sounds good. Hey, Taylor.
Yo.
We're in the aircraft. We're going to work out this radio issue.
You have a radio issue?
Yeah, I couldn't transmit or hear you on 80.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, right. Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll work that out. But okay.
Yo.
You guys are good to
What
go?
are the radio stations we're on right now?
3.9 or 3.10.
Yeah, we
Black
all right
Creek,
board?
Alright.
Am I okay to load my people up?
Yep.
Go ahead, load them up.
Alright. Hop along. Let me take 2 of you around the other side.
Remember, guys, common courtesy to the pilots is not to talk when in the aircraft. Fucking one warhorse pilot fucking hates it. So I'm pretty sure Sheriff knows who I'm talking about.
I may. Here's a note on whoever that unnamed Warhorse pilot will be. We don't mind you speaking whenever we're en route to target, but once we get within range of the target, we declare red light. Yeah, you should kind of shut up and let us do our thing. We don't mind you communicating in vehicle chat. So if you switch over to vehicle chat and you want to text your buddies like you're a bunch of teenage girls, by all means.
Does everybody have mags before we go?
Yeah. I'm Cass Spartan. This is Gunfighter 1-1 spooling at GC staging area. Hey Bruce, which side of the gun you? Which
Starboard.
Starboard. Cool.
He's
Who I got
starboard,
on
I'm on
gun?
port. Taylor.
Nice. All right, Taylor.
Hey, Sheriff, I can hear him on the intercom. I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but not on the intercom.
Yeah, I got
so
Bruce on intercom.
Recording.
No Sheriff intercom.
That's a Sheriff problem.
It does sound like a sheriff problem.
Yeah, reload your shit, guy.
I did many times.
Could he be on PAX intercom?
Nah, we're on crew. Yep. Or, well, we are. I mean, I'm assuming he is.
I really hope we don't run into a fucking mad pad.
Oh, well then you'll get the chance to see us dodge IR missiles. That's very fun. You get to see all the pretty lights, and especially if we blow up.
Captain's put on the seatbelt this time. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your trays are in the upright position.
Picking a muzzle in my face. Oh, it's Banks.
Quick note for those of you who want to take a minigun position today or want to actually fire the minigun. If we are booking along and we're going really fast, say 200 km/h or faster, you firing that minigun is going to have, you're going to have to adjust that minigun for basically our forward airspeed. If we're moving very quickly, that means that speed is being translated into each bullet you fire. Your bullet isn't just proceeding as normal muzzle velocity out the muzzle. It's also proceeding along the travel path of the aircraft at its airspeed. What does that mean? So say you're engaging a building and we're zooming past it at 250 km/h. That means you're going to have to aim behind the target in order to hit it. And if for some reason we have negative airspeed, you're going to have to aim in front of the target so that your bullets hit properly. Kind of like if you're shooting from a moving car at a very high speed. Not that I think any of you guys do drive-bys. I mean, you guys wouldn't do that, would you?
I don't. Dude, I'm Canadian. I throw fucking rocks at people with the fucking truck. Or beer cans. But that's only when I see some people texting and driving.
What about texting and flying?
That's on them.
Three kilometers out from LZ, beginning surveillance. red light, about 60 seconds out. Thermal contact, you're going to go ahead and approach.
Pull up. Pull up.
Clear to disembark.
Alpha, confirm you have all on the deck. Alpha, confirm you have all on the deck.
Everybody's on the deck.
Alright, taking us south.
Roger.
Be advised, moving south.
Hey, you guys can hear me, right? Okay, take us out south, Buck.
You guys have them, Malum, do you guys have them, you have
Gunfighter
Gunfighter
1-1
on
ready,
loiter?
check 80.
Yeah,
Okay.
put him on loiter. Fucking just kind of
Got it.
hanging out in the area, giving us...
Gunfighter 1-1, Archer 2-3 on 8-0, how copy, over.
Archer 2-3, this is Gunfighter 1-1, a repeat 5-5 on 80, over.
Roger, have you Lima Charlie now also. We have all personnel on the deck here, we're, moving to our objective. If you're able to loiter, playtime would be appreciated.
Hey, firm, we can loiter in the area, playtime is 0 plus 60 mics.
Taylor, can you hear me?
0 plus
Let's
60,
space
Roger,
out.
thank you.
Space
2-3 out.
guys.
It's a nice day out, isn't it?
Yeah, what? Follow me.
Hey, can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What's our objective, Malum?
Our objective is to fuck the enemy up, but we're gonna go check out Agios DNOs.
Okay. Sounds good.
And when we run across a civilian, we'll fuck it.
Click of a hump to the south.
Yeah.
Do a little Marine gangbang.
Yeah, so basically head south to Agios DNOs, run across a civilian, or take contact, whatever comes first. Hopefully we take contact. If not, well, we're just gonna practice our patrol. I mean, I've had fun on live. I've taken on like platoons plus before, so.
All he was armed with the green apple martinis and a cantaloupe.
Yep. 4-1, baby.
I got my first taste of GCE vodka with an LED from going into haymakers.
Bro, this place is like Australia. It's got a rapid problem.
Gunfighter 1-1, Archer 2-3, Ted 80.
This is 1-1, go ahead.
Are you aware of our present objective, over?
Taking your last, over.
Are you aware of our present objective, over?
Negative, all I know is that you're performing a combat patrol in the area.
Roger, probe is going to be into the town of Ios Dionysios. Our approach will be from the north as we see it right now, so recommend you set up loiter and BPs for west to east and east to west ops. Over.
A firm, we'll do east to west ops with BPs to perfect that airspace. Stand by.
2-3, this is 1180.
Get over.
2-3, reference, grid reference 09er 166. I say again, 09er 166. I see 2 infantry personnel with rifles in that area.
09er 166, roger. Alpha, this is 2-3.
Be advised, they're moving eastward, westward out of that grid.
Roger. Alpha, this is 2-3. 0309. Alpha, this is 2-3 on 0309.
Taylor, I hear you, but you don't hear me.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
09er 166, which I think is a bit northeast of us.
Yeah.
There's 2 infantry with rifles, according to aerial surveillance.
Halt. Okay, Alan, you're up. You're taking us to, what was the grid again, Taylor? 09er. Taylor, what was the grid again, bro?
09er 166 westbound.
Taylor,
on
you're
foot.
taking us to 09er 100?
166.
166. For, you're gonna take us there.
Be northeast of us.
It's to the northeast. We got 2,
and they're transitioning to the north of us. Fighter 1-1, Archer 2-3, looks like we're gonna probe that contact, see what they're up to, over.
Yeah, good copy. They're still, they're moving westward at this time. They appear to be just loitering in the area of that Y intersection, that cluster of trees to the north of it, and that building in the fork of the Y.
Okay, understood. Roger that. I see what you're talking about in, about the 100165. 100165 in the Y, in the, junction of the road.
Okay, 101, 165.
100, 100.
Welcome to the Marine Corps. Where
They're roughly east of us up the little ASR here.
Copy that, bro. That's so true.
Hey, hang a bit of a right, head more northeast.
I've been working on the railroad.
Yeah, they should be about due east of us now.
Day.
Okay, turn due east.
We don't know the fucking way.
Turn due east. They should be roughly due east of us.
We need the Ugandan Knuckles. He knows the way.
We're relying on some ISAR. So.
Did you just laugh at my Ugandan Knuckles?
Not that again. I got shot last time we did that.
Just saying he knows the way.
Hey, I got an armed individual off to my east here, northeast.
Coming up. Eyes on.
Okay.
One man, AK-12.
Don't know what his
No
deal
shooting
is.
for.
Let's check him out.
Yeah, Bug.
Yeah.
Bug, Allen, hold firm here. Fucking stay on comms. Me and Elkin, and actually, fucking Banks, you stay here too. Me and Elkin will go check it out.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
I don't see this guy, so.
Hey, he's right over here. Come over here and look down my my line.
Mandeville, please move.
Let's flank.
Alright, I got you.
Let's flank left. Let's flank left. Fuck right. I don't like right.
Yeah, right smells.
Well, here's your chance to take leadership, because this guy's gonna wax all of us.
Where I'm looking?
Yeah.
Right.
One guy.
Bravo, you copy 0309? Echo 3 Bravo, do you copy?
Two 3 1 1 80.
Dead.
Grid reference 0906-161. I say again 0906-161. We're tracking a single armed personnel in that area.
I don't fucking like anything here. Yep, we're good.
Copy that. See your FBCB mark.
Where the fuck did he go?
I think he's up here.
There he is.
On the ground.
Fucking shoot him.
Somebody got poked. Malum got poked. I can have the rest of your team come up, I think.
Hey, you guys go ahead and move to our pause. Melon got hit.
Fucking pricks.
Go ahead and bandage, I'll watch.
Yeah.
Fucking douchebag. We come over here trying to have a fucking peaceful conversation. You're gonna fucking shoot at my fire.
Hey, northeast corner of the
Hey,
town.
Danville, I could use you up here.
Northeast corner of the town, one EI reported there. Actually, I see the fucker. Right at the town sign. There's two guys. Infantry. There's 3 infantry.
231180.
Calling about the guys at the town entrance sign, northeast side of the town. We tally those individuals at this time.
Mataville, I could use you up here, bro.
Those individuals have tripled in strength.
I just sent it.
Roger, sweet. And we're seeing FBCB for a roadblock. Does that have any vehicle composition with it, or is it just infantry?
Told the team to come up here.
It's a single transport truck, looks like, but it's just infantry.
Roger, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, good copy.
Okay, if those guys come within 150 meters of us, light them the fuck up.
Yeah, they're starting to draw down the distance pretty good, like they heard what was going on.
Yeah.
They're dressed a little differently. Where's Banks?
You said
behind you.
You see those guys?
Yep.
Alright.
If they come within 150 of us, light them the fuck up.
Roger, within 150 light up.
And Taylor, you said... Okay, we got contact.
Get hit by something.
One down.
Down.
2311, be advised. We have possible sighting on a static mounted MG. We're going to come around again and try to get a better view on it.
Roger. Is that looking like it's in the town itself? Over.
Yeah, information in the town itself on a second floor balcony. We're going to get a more exact location on it here in a couple seconds.
Okay, Roger. And if you can kind of keep a lookout and see what civilian presence may be around it.
Yeah, good copy. Are you thinking for a CAF strike?
Potentially. I'm a little hesitant about darts, but if you're able guns on it, then that might be a good option.
I feel like guns are going to be our weapon of choice here for this this training exercise.
Who's that, me and Alan?
Roger, understood.
Yeah.
Roger. Oh, let's go there, bud. Oh, yeah, Harry. Oh, yeah, boot him right in the snoot.
Alpha, this is 2-3. It's still not fucking working. What the fuck? Let me cycle power to this shit.
Should have seen it there, bud. I sniped him right in the dome.
Alpha 2-3 on 0309. How copy?
Whose tourniquet was this?
That was my tourniquet.
2-3, this is 1-1. Be advised. Yeah, that's a good copy. We have visual on static HMG on the second floor balcony. Agios Dionysus looking north. We're marking on the map time now.
Roger, have that marked. Any indication civilian presence in immediate vicinity?
Not really easy to get in,
Yeah, but we're scanning.
But whatever.
Roger. Hey, Malum.
At least we have Yo.
I don't know if you can see FBCB marks.
We got some civilian presence within the block, but it's only onesies and twosies. It's not densely packed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Cool. Glad you saw that.
099-165. So that is.
Roger. That's entirely Type 3, and I have no eyeballs on that, so that's very much your discretion. Friendly's nearest, about 700 out to the northeast, so we are no factor.
Yeah, let him fucking hit it.
Yeah, Affirm, we're gonna try basically a drive-by on this. We'll be coming in from the east, exfil into the west.
Roger. They're touching a static-mounted MG. That's what they're gonna be poking.
Okay.
There appears to be one up on a balcony in town. They think they can touch it without any civilian presence affected.
Alright. Well, let's fucking move into town.
Alright.
Alright, guys. Fucking don't breach buildings unless there's a contact in the building. Okay?
People do live
you
here.
got it. I'll catch up. I gotta fucking take a piss.
Copy.
Have fun urinating.
Yeah. Moving it down, boys.
Alright, Bug, go ahead and take us out to the south-southwest. We're gonna try to get into town.
Dodger there, buddy.
2311, be advised. We'll also be ingressing in such a way that it'll put us in an optimal position to engage that roadblock. Do you want us to engage, or do you want to let us save it for you? Over.
Yep. Roger, Dodger.
Yeah, you're released on the roadblock as well. We are 500 out to the north from that.
You know,
Affirm, 500 meters from the north, to the north from that roadblock. We'll try to engage it with a couple of quick bursts while we're coming in to engage that HMG.
Oh no, there's two of them now.
Roger.
Oh yeah, they're fucking dead, bud.
Oh.
Yeah, they're done there, bud.
Yeah, they're not clicking. Alright, let's get some spacing.
Look at that there, bud. There's three of them. Are they all dead?
Oh, they're not shooting at us.
Maybe he was...
And make sure you stay up there too, that way you're not bringing up the ID drip.
I am a magnet.
1-1 is inbound, starting attack from the east.
Butter. No. Should hear some minigun fire, don't worry about it.
What do you mean, don't worry about it?
It'll be happening to our south and southwest.
Oh, where we're heading.
I will be very worried about that.
1-1, guns.
They're in.
That's the sound of American seed.
That's what freedom sounds like, boys.
Still have any of those suicide shitters?
Hold.
I am a premium chrome dome snipe top right now. Like someone's about to dome me.
Oh my god, that thing sounds horrifying.
This is 1-1, be advised, we got some civilian vehicles moving into town. None of them appear to be affected by our fire.
Roger. What are you engaging? Roadblock?
I'm gonna move up to the street line.
This is 1-1. Just be advised, we can also be used as a support by fire platform to cover your approach towards known hostile positions.
Roger. Hey, in regards to that roadblock east of the town, that appears to be clear of civilian buildings. Do you have any indication of civilian presence there?
Town, there were no civilians in that roadblock.
Roger. If you're able west to east or east to west, drop a dart or two on that. We are still approximately 350 out to the northwest with our heads down.
Affirm is pinning you down?
We're getting engaged by it at this time.
Okay, yeah, solid copy. We will be coming around to engage.
Roger. FYI, that mounted gun appears to be lighting you up. We're hearing fire from that gun, over.
Yeah, affirm. It wasn't the same position as when we initially engaged it. Stand by. We're going to try it and PID it and engage it once we've engaged your roadblock. Stand by. We'll be inbound from the north.
Roger, copy inbound. Bravo, correction, Alpha, this is 2-3. Had an armed individual seen walking left to right in the town, 200 degrees from us, maybe 200
1-1,
out.
tally target. 1-1 off safe. Darts. Shack on the target, on safe, off to the south.
Hold on, Roger. Good effect, target bracketed, should have at least 80 BDA.
Affirm, ADA approximately 80 over 100.
I told you, this is the fucking Wild West, man.
Yay.
Copy my advisory about guys to the guys in the town.
Yeah, bearing
Right.
200.
Yeah, there was a guy up by that
Moving left to
half-destroyed
right.
building, left to right behind it.
Okay.
I didn't see any friends with him, I just saw the one dude.
He was just a city, though,
You
wasn't
copy that, guys?
1-1 Archer 2-3, we've reached the outer limit of the town on the northeast ASR. We'll advise further as we push in.
Affirm, eyes on you, be advised. I think on the right-hand side of the road that you're currently advancing on, by a rock wall, there's a civilian out in the courtyard. We're also going to scan for additional thermal contacts on your way.
Just went on the west side of the street.
We're also trying to locate that HMG position once more.
Little dude. He's got balls.
Roger, that sounded like it was off in the west end of town. If you're able to locate that and advise, that would be much
Good
appreciated.
call.
Thank you.
Affirm, as much as a threat, it is as much a threat to you as it is to us.
Roger.
Lots of small contacts. Is everybody having fun?
Not so far.
Yes,
I haven't
Dad.
got shot in the ass yet.
I can do you in the ass. What? Sorry, didn't mean to say that.
Okay, so if we take contact, fucking bug out.
All right, Mandy.
Yeah, I really have to itch my ear.
It's getting
bad.
No,
I know that happens.
and then we'll fucking move from there.
Oh, alright there, bud.
Hey, civilian.
Yeah, talk to the city. 360 security while up.
Talk to me.
Hey, fucker, I'm talking to you. I was pointing it out for you, okay?
Walked in with
I
bullets.
this. There are no IDs nearby. Have you seen any insurgents lately? Please just leave me alone.
Okay, so there are insurgents in the area, but you said there's no IDs in the area.
Right.
Call him bullcrap. That pile of trash looks like junk. I don't like that.
He says he supports us.
Okay, well,
But
let's
do you
keep
believe
moving. Let's keep moving. If we hit an ID, then we know he's a fucking liar.
And we will come back and shoot him in the balls.
No, we won't.
Like I said, just from
Take a stand.
my LED experience, if you see anything in the middle of the road that looks like it shouldn't be there,
Yeah, no, that's fucking pretty standard.
Shouldn't be there then.
That's kind of why you're my right.
2-3, this is 1-1. Be advised, initial ISR shows that you don't have any armed thermal contacts in the outside of any buildings along your approach to the main road from the north. Break. However, once you hit the main road, there will be some armed contacts on second floor balconies and on ground level.
Roger. We're in contact now.
Yeah. Took a shot at the ball thing.
Reloading.
Fuck is this guy? Oh, I see him. He's on the balcony. Contact down.
Carman!
We got you covered. Roll yourself over to the other side.
Both of you?
Somebody cover the docks.
One sec, bud. I'm taking off my my tourniquet. Should be good in 2 seconds there, bud. Alright, let's go.
Up. Hold up. Alright.
Oh. Are we good?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I was getting the needle shoved in my ass real quick.
Okay, Al, cover us. We're gonna fucking advance, double check he doesn't have any friends. If he does have friends, you're gonna fucking suppress the fuck out of him and fucking advance towards us, alright?
Where?
We're just, he's just up the fucking, it's a courtyard up ahead.
Oh. The white wall.
Yeah.
Might be the 762 in my home screen.
I'm gonna hold back on the Yappy if you feel like you hear her.
Contact.
Now.
Stop it.
Alright, going past Alan.
Gunfighter 1-1, Archer 2-3, Ted 80.
Go for 1-1 on 80.
As we sanitize this town, we don't want anything else coming in. Therefore, any armed individuals 100 meters or greater outside the civilian building area of Ayos Dionisios is considered a viable target, and if no civilian presence, you're released on that target.
Okay, just so we're clear on the ROE, if it's outside of the civilian structures and there's no visible civilian presence around the target, we're clear to engage. How copy?
If it's outside, draw about 100-meter wide border buffer around the edge of the town. Anything outside that is absolutely an okay target if it's armed. Within the town, ISR and release would be the best way over.
A-firm understood. Just be advised, we're seeing a lot of infantry teams outside the town. We're going to be weapons hot for quite some time.
Very good. Keep yourself busy.
A-firm, 1-1's engaging.
Hey, Mandeville.
Yeah, what's up?
You got stuff for pain? Actually, hang on, I think I'm good now.
Got aspirin. Motrin.
Yeah, you got some, like, morphine? Up my ass real quick, I got shot in the tit.
We're over here.
Why are you laughing at that?
Alright.
Oh, okay, we're going over here. Get over here.
Not the tit. Good God.
Keep getting stopped, just fuck. What's fucking nuclear jam?
Control R? No,
usually
Shift R. Or whatever your, whatever your reload is with Shift, I think.
Okay.
Hey, FYI, I've released Gunfighter on armed individuals 100 meters or greater outside the perimeter of the town's civilian buildings.
Okay. You want to see if they
One's engaging hostile team to the south of the town.
Banks are right back into town.
Say what?
Banks, you fucking DC.
Oh.
He came back in. I don't know if he's still in.
Roger. Yeah. We'll get him. Gunfighter 1-1, Archer 2-3, Ted 80.
For us on 80.
Alright, let's fucking head,
I hear you
head
firing.
south.
Call me when you have a comfortable moment.
Yeah, sounds like there's quite a bit of action south, so...
This is 1-1 center traffic.
Echo 3 Bravo from Archer 2-3 Alpha. He is at Cop Spartan. He had a DCRC and is standing by at that location for reinsert if you're able. Over.
Yeah, we can go ahead and pick him up. Be advised we'll be off station for about 10 mics if we bring him back.
Understood. Thank you.
Go ahead and cross daily.
Thanks. He is at Spartan, right?
I'm gonna take this corner. I don't like being on that wide angle. That's fine.
Malum.
Yo.
Thanks.
Be advised, we've got a
Spartan,
roadblock that's about a kilometer east of the town. We're
Yeah,
gonna hit that as we proceed south.
Okay.
You guys.
I'm sorry, you were covered by gunfire and a team leader. Say again.
Be advised, we see that roadblock that's the kilometer to the east of the town, the one that we did not engage. That's now has sufficient enemy presence in it. We're going to go ahead and engage that as we proceed south to get your guy. I'll copy.
Do my right arm.
You gotta put your
Roger.
yeah.
Thank you.
Good job. You put a tourniquet on. Usually I like to tell people that stuff.
I got you covered,
Andy. I did go to college for medical. No, I didn't. I haven't even graduated high school yet. Don't tell.
1-1 off safe.
I'm a doctor. 21. I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
No debt for med school.
Alright, go ahead and take your tourniquet off.
Yeah. I love that freedom seed noise.
Take a second to bang my radio on the ground real quick and.
If you kick it, it works.
Wow, your heart rate is at 54. I'm glad I checked that shit.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna die. I can hear it.
You need morphine?
No, I'm good.
Alright, hold on.
Took that shit like a boss.
Alpha Arch 2-3 radio check.
Yeah, loud and clear. A little busy.
Just give me some cocaine. That should be fine. I'm getting.
Oh no. What did I do?
Okay, so it's not just me, right?
Yeah, no, it's not just you.
Oh, that's this.
Oh, that's why I can. How is it running so smooth and then that happened?
I don't know. Probably because you shoved it up my ass.
That's not where sailing's supposed to go, but I mean, if you like it like that.